Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
Here's your weather video for this Sunday, October the 2nd. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and what a week it has been. Not a good week. Our hearts are heavy. The folks in Florida, Hurricane Ian, very devastating, deadly hurricane in southwestern Florida, and a lot to unpack from there. We're going to attempt to do that on Weather Brains tomorrow night. You'll have to tune in. Fortunately, Ian is now post-tropical and no longer a problem. The tropics are actually quiet right now. Well, not really quiet. There is a tropical wave in the eastern Atlantic. The Hurricane Center does have pretty high probability that it will develop into a tropical cyclone, but it is clearly going to go to the north, and so no issues coming out of that for any land areas, as a matter of fact. The story over the next week is really twofold. We got a trough over the eastern United States, but that's not the main story. The dry air is the main story. This is sort of a depiction of the precipitable water now. That's how much water moisture is in our water vapor is in the atmosphere. And you can see over Alabama, extremely dry, 40 to 50% of normal for this time of year in much of the southern United States in that same boat. You can tell that just from the fine weather that we've had the last few days, with the exception of the fire danger and the dryness. This is the European. I'm not speaking to the GFS right now, so I'll be working with the European today. But the European and the GFS are basically saying the same thing. Dry across Alabama today. We're starting off upper 40s, lower 50s. Most areas will rise to the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Pretty much a picture perfect Chamber of Commerce weather day. Just absolute perfection. Tomorrow, more of the same. Maybe a degree or two warmer. Will still be clear, mostly sunny skies through the day on Monday, continuing to be dry. Same for Tuesday. Temperatures edging up into the lower to middle 80s, though, as it gets a little bit warmer, more the same of that. For Wednesday, still warmer. And Thursday will be about 78 to 80 degrees, still dry. Frontal system trying to move in, just doesn't have any moisture to work with. And then Friday, behind that system, a little bit cooler, temperatures dropping back into the lower 70s or so. And that looks like that's about where we'll be. Well, that's a fairly poorly placed graphic. That's where we'll be on Saturday. More sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, and just beautiful conditions for outdoor activities, football games, et cetera, all through the week. Temperatures off the national blend of models. So we'll be back up in the 80s around a good bit of the area over the next few days, but then cooling off by Friday and Saturday. And then moving into the weekend, and beyond, will be 70s for highs and overnight lows around 50. Not very far off from the average highs for this time of year in terms of lows. Those temperatures in the daytime will be a little bit warmer than normal. And this really tells the story from the Weather Prediction Center. No rain over the next 7 days across Alabama. And as that continues, we're going to have increasing problems with dryness and, of course, potentially fires. We'll be watching that. As I mentioned earlier, the Brainy Bunch, the Weather Brains crew, will be talking about Hurricane Ian tomorrow night. Rich Fields, meteorologist from WTSP in Tampa, will be with us, and we will be unpacking all of the communications challenges that came with the forecast associated with Hurricane Ian. Weather Brains is the weekly netcast that's all about weather, show we love to do every Monday night. 7 p.m. Central Time live, of course, recorded and available wherever you get your podcast. Let's your weather video for this October 2nd. Welcome to October. I'll have notes on the blog, of course, forecast update coming up at noon. James will have 2 days all week. Scott will be here next Saturday. I'll see you Sunday. And until I get that opportunity, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something interesting to look at.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls, call APS. Sticking windows or doors, call APS. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.